Good morning, guys. We're on a little repair, and so what we're doing is we're tearing out this laundry room top here. All right, so as you can see, we have a small space in between here. So part of your job as a lead guy is to determine the best way, to pretty much conquer the situation. Right now we've got about 29 inches of space here. We've got 36.5-inch top. We've also got overheads, and we're wall to. So we want to be smart. Make sure that we don't break it, and make sure we have room to do what we need to do. So I will, walk you through how we do everything. The first thing we're doing, these here, the slots usually just slide in so you can bend it up and pop them out. So what we're doing is we're clearing, the closing boxes off of this so we can pop these out and give ourselves room to work. Went ahead and installed our ramp so that we can use our cart, and we're covering the floor with our blankets right now. No matter how big or small the job is, you always want to respect your customer's home. Okay, guys, so we went ahead and just cleaned off the countertop. It had some silicone around here where I assume was a drop-in sink, so we had a pretty thick lip of silicone. You can see it down there on the floor, which of course was causing the rod to set up. Looks like we got about 2.5 inch lip over here. 2. So of course I can't get a suction cup on it. Ideally I would want my rod to go center across this and then have 2 of them for extra support. Just looking underneath, there's no bars for support under here at all. Ideally you would have wanted a fiberglass or a carbon fiber bar inset into the front of this. In the back it looks like we got, 10 inches or so it'd be all right. But definitely 1000% I would want something for support on this small side here. The customer has already went ahead and separated it from the wall. It does look like we have some grout down in here where we might have had some type of a gap between the stone and the wall. So if it gives us problem as we're coming out, we might have to clean that out. And depending on how the wall is shaped, we'll work on how it's pulled out. I'm sure they back cut this, which is why we got the gap in the back so that it would slide in there easier. When I say back cut, what I mean is, they go from about 3/16 a quarter inch to nothing. So they know that's going to be covered with tile, but the front you'll see, so they want that as tight as possible, but they can get away with gaps in the back. So what we're going to do is, of course we took those off. We brought our no lift cart in. We turned it backwards so we could get away with leaving this one. We're going to slide this on the no lift cart, and then we'll pull our switch, and hopefully, that'll come, lift up, and then we'll work our way out of here. I am going to have to get a ratchet strap because somebody, I won't mention any names, left my large hook at a customer's house. Of course it's not pulling out, so excuse me, we're going to take the multi-tool and cut this grout stuff out of here so that maybe it'll come out a little easier. All right, I think we got that out, and it should come out quite a bit easier now. We're going to see. All right, so now we've got it partially pulled out on the no lift cart. I'm going to try to make a short for this one. All right, we got the top taken out and put in our trailer in one piece, no damage anywhere, so we're good to go. It's weird they got tape on it. That's so strange. Alright, it's very important, no matter how big or small the job is, that you clean up afterwards. So, we're actually borrowing a broom because I guess ours got left on the job. And we're going to clean up our mess.
Right here for you.
And that's why you sweep up. Look at what a pile I got.
I know.
Alright guys, we got everything swept up, and we are gonna get out of here. Actually, I'm gonna sweep this stuff back here off real fast.
I call her a Malvin.
Alright, we're done. I will see you guys on the next one. I hope everybody has a blessed weekend.